welcome back to my channel. My name is Corinne, where I talk about all things sex, thriving in your singleness, and self-love. And today is going to be about just agree. What does that mean, Corinne? I'm going to talk about the feminine principle of agreeableness. And I want to put out a disclaimer here. This is for healthy women who are interacting with healthy individuals. This is also for healthy women who are interacting with unhealthy individuals. I would never, and when I say never, I really do mean never, advocate for you to stay in any abusive situation, mentally, spiritually, physically, verbally, none of those things. I would not advocate for you to be mistreated. No, because my channel is about peace and ease. Okay, so I want to be very clear about that before I go into this video. I am not speaking about if there's injustice. I'm not saying be agreeable. I am not talking about if someone is trying to hurt you that you need to be agreeable. Okay, you need to stand up, you need to yell, you need to scream, you need to fight back, you need to leave, you need to do all those things. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about kind of random conversations. They're not unhealthy. Maybe it's just a little bit of drama. Maybe it's with your partner, maybe it's with your mom, maybe it's with your dad, and it's nothing crazy. Okay, this I need to do that disclaimer because I'm not telling you to stay in situations that are harmful. Leave situations that are harmful. Speak up about injustice. Okay, but now let's talk about the feminine quality of agreeableness. Here is what I'm going to say to you. You cannot change another person's mind. Okay, everybody has free will, and you will not change their mind unless they want their mind to be changed. You will not do it. You can try to convince them, and you may convince them for a while, but most times when you convince people, people hold that against you, like, I didn't even want to do this in the first place, or you made me do this, right? So here's what agreeableness is. I want you, the first thing you need to do is you need to be so centered, okay, in your truth and in your reality that the only thing that can shake it is God. Okay? Here's what I mean. We are all having our own experience of reality. Each and every one of us, we can be looking at the same thing and see something totally different. So we are all having our own experience of reality. Yeah, there are some commonalities, right? So there are some common things that we can agree upon. But a lot of times, perception is reality. So understand that there are 7 billion different realities going on. It's a mixture of 7 billion different realities, okay? You are never going to be able to get everyone to see your point of view. Okay, so that's why we are anchored in our core. You can see I'm like, my fist is here, and I'm like bringing my fist down to like my womb, my core area. You are anchored in your core, okay? First, you have to make sure that you operate out of integrity. So what that means is you have a set of principles you live by, which means you're always honest, right? You always tell the truth. You give people back what they gave you. All these different things that you can have, and you always operate in your integrity. So once something happens and someone accuses you of something, you actually really look into it. You say, oh my God, did I do that? Was that something that I did? And you can look and you can say yes, or you can say no. And if it's something you did, then if you know you did it, in your integrity is to be honest. And in your integrity is to say, you know what? I didn't realize it, but I did do it, and I want to apologize, and how can I make it better? That's operating in your integrity, okay? That's operating from your core. And most times you have an internal voice, internal guidance system that will tell you if you really did something wrong or not, okay? Because we are all divinely protected. Whether we accept that divine protection or not is a whole nother thing. But we are all divinely protected, and divine will protect divine, okay? So if you really have harmed someone, divine will tell you. God will let you know you have harmed this person, okay? So, or you have wronged this person or whatever. So you need to, one, be so deeply rooted in your integrity that you're like, okay, let me check. When you always operate in your integrity and someone accuses you of something that is out of line with your integrity, you can immediately say no. Because you know I don't do that. If someone accused me of something that was, I've had people accuse me of things that are outside of my integrity, and I did not even have to think about it because it's not something that I do, period. It's out of my integrity. I would not do it. No, I didn't do it, right? That we don't have to have a conversation about it. Now you can go back and forth with yourself about it, but that's not in my character, that's out of my integrity. It's not something I would do. So we're not even having a conversation about it. You can start rumors, you can go say Corinne did this, Corinne did that, and I know I did not do that because it is not within me as a person. It's out of line with my integrity. So once people start to want to disagree with you or talk about things that you don't want to talk about, here is a beautiful feminine trick. Do not argue with people. Resolve conflict with people who you love and want to maintain in your life, and give them that energy. Everybody does not deserve your resolve conflict energy. That's a lot of energy to be given. You have to like hold space and listen to people and think about their perspective and grieve a relationship loss and a new relationship coming in, all these kind of things. Like, no. Don't give that to everybody. Everybody does not deserve your conflict resolution energy, okay? You can use this across the spectrum. People you really, really care about and people you care absolutely nothing about. God bless them, but they're randos. Is the feminine quality of agreeableness. So people can be da 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 da. You're absolutely right. I see how you can see it that way. You said and you did this and you had that. I can see your perspective. Okay? They may get more upset, but you are not engaging in their activity. I heard a quote, I don't know who said it, but you do not have to attend every fight you are invited to. You don't have to attend. You don't have to show up. People can That's understandable. I see how you can see it that way. And let me show you how you can do this and still be in your integrity. If you are talking to people who are committed to misunderstanding you, it is a waste of your time and your energy to go back and forth with them. Waste. So stop. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to think that you are speaking to a child. You're literally going to think that this person is a small toddler. And you're going to listen to them the same way you will listen to a toddler. And what do most toddlers do? They say random things that make no sense. And you still say, wow, right? So I was talking to a child and there was a lawnmower and the child goes, a spaceship. And I said, wow, a spaceship? Interesting. The lawnmower is making a lot of noise. I see how you could get there. And I walked away. Did I sit there and did I try to talk a 4-year-old down about how a lawnmower is not a spaceship? No. Now this child went all around telling people, oh, a spaceship, a spaceship, a spaceship, a spaceship. And I let them have it. Now I could have chosen to educate them at that time. That's not a spaceship, that's a lawnmower. But is them knowing that that's like, I can keep them there and they can have a good time thinking that it's a spaceship and they can go play astronaut and go do all those things. Or should I say, that's not a spaceship, that's a lawnmower, that's the sound the lawnmower makes. Maybe there's another opportunity to talk about a lawnmower. But that was not the time. And I said, you know what? That's making a lot of noise. And spaceships make a lot of noise. So I could see how you got there. And I kept it pushing. So think of people that are trying to argue with you like small toddlers. Agree. It does not make you less intelligent. It does not make you, not smart or whatever. It means that you enjoy your life force energy and you are not going to go back and forth with a person who is committed to misunderstanding you. Agree with them. You're a selfish da 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 da. I see how you could see that. Completely understandable. Right? Because most times when people, and then if people cannot even hear your side, why would you spend your energy trying to convince them? People who really want to hear your side, they don't need to be convinced. They are open to hearing you. They don't need to be convinced. They're open. They've already come to the conversation ready to hear and receive what you have to say. Those are the people you give your conflict resolution energy to. Do not give your conflict resolution energy to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Specifically, people who don't take responsibility. Oh God, I've been in conversations with people and they have blamed me for everything but the creation of the world. And I'm like, okay, and yet you're an adult. And yet you made personal choices too, but you refuse to take responsibility for these personal choices. And to that I say, okay, I completely see how you're coming. Because when you say, I completely understand how you would say that, is you think of them as a toddler. You know that their mind is in a toddler, a younger state of being than you, right? They're not as emotional, maybe not there yet, as emotionally intelligent as you. And you said, okay, from the perspective of someone who is committed to misunderstanding me, from the perspective of someone who does not actively listen, okay, I see how you could come up with that. I completely understand. That doesn't mean that you agree with them. It doesn't mean that you want to continue to talk to them. I completely agree with that. I see how you came up with that. It seems like you put a lot of thought into that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I never thought of it that way. That's an interesting perspective. I was unsure of how you felt until now. Thank you for sharing. I always value your perspective. And when you say I always value your perspective, you do. Because when people talk, you learn what they actually mean, how they actually feel. So that's their perspective. I value your perspective. I'm very thankful for people who believe that I should be treated less than voicing that. Very valuable. Now I know your perspective. Thank you. Now I get to make a choice to get up and walk out. I value your perspective. That is valuable information. Thank you so much. I would have never thought of it like that. I appreciate you for sharing. Oh, wow. That's new. I completely understand why you would say that. Thank you for sharing. And then you keep it pushing. Everybody doesn't deserve your conflict resolution energy. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy from you. I don't give it to people, right? They don't deserve it. If people are trying to offend you, ignore them. Ignore them. Or make them say it again. If they say an insult, say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? I didn't quite catch it. And they say it again, and then you say it again. I couldn't hear you. And after a point, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to keep repeating it. Yeah. Don't engage. Make them feel stupid. Make them feel like if I come to Corinne with some BS, she is going to shut me down, and I will. And I surely will. And I used to be I used to take this so far to where I didn't leave a conversation. Now I'm telling you, once you have to keep saying that, and after about 10 minutes, after people being committed to misunderstanding you, you have to state, I don't think this conversation is going anywhere. It doesn't seem like you're listening to my opinion, and I'm trying to listen to yours, but there's so much blame that I can't really understand what you need. There's a lot of blame, and you have not given me any of your needs. Do you think you could give me some of your needs so then we can start coming to a solution? Because I don't engage in conversations that don't involve solutions. It actually does not make any sense to do. To have a conversation, you're terrible, you're horrible, you're a liar, you're a cheater, I can't believe you did this. You're a thief. You took my bagel on Sunday and you never gave it back. It's like, okay, what is the solution? Would you like a new bagel? What is the solution? Do you need me to give you the passcode to my phone so you can now know that I'm being honest with you? What is it that you need? What are the solutions? Because I do not have time to sit here and listen to you complain. And honestly, most people who are ready to resolve conflict do not want to keep going back and forth. They just don't want to do it. But sometimes people like to drag things out. I refuse to participate. I refuse to drag things out. Please tell me what it is that you need, and I will tell you if I can address your need or not, if that is within my capacity. And we leave it there. But if you want to know if you're having conversations with people who need to be talked to like toddlers, think of a conversation. If you can think of a conversation where you just felt like you were going in circles, and it was like, but how does that connect to that? And how did we get here? And why are we back on that? And what's the real issue? Like, people who are speaking like toddlers can never really tell you the real issue. They can never really give you the ways that they're hurt, how they need you to fix it, and what you can do to move forward. It's always a blame game. I do not participate in blame games. It is a waste of time and energy. If you want to talk about how you were wronged and how you were hurt by me, let's do it. Give me all the feelings. Tell me how it impacted you. Then tell me what you need from me moving forward. Why are we spending hours about talking about a bagel, and then about the time in 5th grade when I kicked you in the knee, and then 17 years ago when I didn't put the pie back in the freezer, and then 10 years ago when at my graduation, I let the balloon fly, and then at work, I never called you back, and then when I was sitting down, I didn't give you my seat. Like, those people like to just circle, and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, wait, what are we talking about? Like, you literally don't know what the conversation is about. You're like, how did we get here? It's you. What is it? Whiplash? It's like when you keep going around, you're dizzy. This is a dizzying conversation. What happened? How were you impacted? What do you need from me moving forward? What are the consequences if I don't do it? How will we know if it's successful? It's not hard. It's not hard. And that's why, but that is a higher level of intelligence that you need. And if people don't have it, don't judge them, but treat them like toddlers. Let them stay in their fantasy world. That makes perfect sense. I see why you would say that. I completely agree. I completely agree with your perspective. I completely agree that that's your perspective. I can see how you see it that way. That took a lot to tell me. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind next time. If you really want to shock them, say, okay, that makes perfect sense. Can you tell me what I can do for you moving forward so that we don't have this problem again? And most people who are committed to the drama will not tell you, because they don't want to resolve the conflict. They want to be in drama. They want to continue to tell the story. And to that I say, let them tell the story. If you ask somebody a question about their needs and they cannot answer you, uphill losing battle. An emotionally intelligent, emotionally aware person knows exactly what they need from you. Like, it's some people right now who, if they really wanted to have the conversation, I know exactly what I need from you. And I'm not stuttering when I say it. I know exactly what I need from you. Because I don't want to keep playing the story. Sometimes people just have the tape on rewind. This person did that to me. And that was so terrible. And they did this to me. And it's dizzying. And they don't want to find a solution. Because then who's the victim if we found a solution? They want to be in victimhood. Let them be in victimhood. You don't join them there. As a feminine essence being, you got a toolkit. That makes so much sense. I see why you would say that. Your perspective is valuable. Thank you for sharing. I can appreciate the fact that you told me that. You're absolutely right. I can see it from your point of view. After you said that, your point of view makes sense. Thank you for sharing. And move on. Okay? Stop arguing with these people. Stop arguing back and forth with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. It is a terrible way to waste your life, your precious life force energy. Get out and go. Bye. Bye. And that gives you a great exit. And sometimes they'll still want to argue, and then you just go. That's when you're like, all right, I'm out of here. Like I can't even do this with you right now. But emotionally intelligent people, they will come with needs. Or they will at least be open to think about their needs to tell you, because they want to end the story. Some people just do not want to end the story, and they want to stay in struggle land, and let them stay in struggle land. Let them buy property, let them get a beachfront. You don't have to stay there. Leave struggle land. I no longer attend struggle land. Like I no longer attend events there. I haven't got a invite in a very long time, but I no longer attend struggle land. Some people want to buy a house in struggle land. Let them. Don't visit. Some people are investing in property in Dramaville. Let them. Don't go. Don't go. Do not go. Let them have all the drama. And I'm sure there are citizens of Strugglevillians. Let them talk to fellow Strugglevillians. I don't go to Struggleville. I refuse. My GPS won't take me there. The terrain is too rough for my car. I can't. There's no airline I would fly that lands in Struggleville. I don't know it. I don't know. In Dramaville, I don't even know where that is on the map. I can't get there. I don't know. I don't participate. I don't speak Dramanese. I don't speak it. I don't know what you're talking about. Drama. I can't understand you. Struggle. It doesn't register. Okay? Let these people do what they're going to do, and you live a beautiful life in Blisstopia. And mind your business and drink your water. And let them be in Struggleville, and let the Strugglevillians argue back and forth with each other until as the day is long. But you don't participate. Okay, let them go. Let them do all the things that they need to do without, what did I should say? I can't run without you. I can't, without you. Refuse to participate. You don't speak the same language. Just, you literally can't hear them. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. Ask me later. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Okay? So stop engaging in arguments with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. It is a waste of your time. It is a waste of your feminine energy. You have things to do. You have little girls to inspire. You have little boys to inspire. You have men to thank and inspire and receive from. You have women to inspire and to love on and to be kind to. Like, there are so many different things that you have. You have ideas that need to be birthed to help the human race. You do not have time to go to Struggleville and live there, to go to Dramaville and buy property. No, you don't have time for that. Okay, so leave that alone. Pop, pop, pop. If I could pop you, if you want to engage in struggle, just imagine me just popping your hand. No, leave it alone. I literally do not engage. I have people thinking, did she hear me? 100%. I heard you. It didn't register though. My brain does not translate drama. My brain is quite literally confused. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go retell the story to anybody. I'm just going to say, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I completely see why you said that. Ting. Okay. It's time for me to go now and leave. Okay? Then leave. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I truly hope that these are helping you thrive in your feminine, and as you are single and just as you are moving about the world. You do not have to attend every fight. Okay, you are invited to. You get to say no. You get to say no thank you. And if you do conflict, give your conflict resolution energy to people who deserve it. I have a course. It's called Joy, like the principles of living a happy life. And you need to get in there if you feel like this video is for you, because leave it alone. Leave these people, these things who cannot communicate, who refuse to communicate, leave them alone. Okay? And live a better life. So what's your favorite? What is one of your favorite lines I gave you today? To where you can say to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. And so you can leave the drama for good. What are one of your favorites? Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm so grateful that you all are here and watching my videos. I really, 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 truly means a lot to me. Never forget, there is one-on-one coaching down in the description box below if you want to work with me one-on-one. I work mostly with women, even though like men try to come in and I'm like, am I gonna have to expand to men? I work with women about how to become feminine essence beings from the inside out. I work on like very foundational femininity, and then we go up into like the sensual sexual realm and how we are like the gatekeepers of the future and all of those really, really beautiful things about like how to own your sexual power, like how to live in your soft girl era. All those things are very much linked to feminine principles. So I help women get there and use their creation energy to live the life they deserve. So if that interests you, go ahead and click the link and we can schedule a one-on-one. And I'm so excited to be able to speak to you and have you in my coaching container. I will talk to you later. Bye.